Here we are back again onto To Do App 3. We're going to take care of some of the bugs that we have in our app, like the keyboard that won't dismiss itself after you hit the submit button or even tap away on the screen. So let's go ahead and get started and open our To Do app. So just to recap of what we did coming up to this point, if we run it, we can see that we're populating our table with values that are still saved in there, and we can delete, we could add a new one, but as you can see, our keyboard will not leave the screen. So this is a relatively easy fix. If we go on over to our View Controller 2, which is the page that we are putting the text in, we're going to add two new functions. And one of them is called Touches Began, touches, and set with event, all that stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to do self.view.endEditing, parentheses, true. And that will be it for that one. Then underneath, we're going to do function, text field, should, and return. Then parentheses, text field, UI, text field. And we're going to do an exclamation point, make sure that we unwrap it. And we're actually going to return a Boolean, which is just BOOL. Now let's add in our curly brackets. Do item dot resign first responder, and parentheses, move down and do return true. And I actually messed up here. I'm going to delete item, to do in. Now we do date, because we need to do it for both. And do date in dot resign first responder. That should take care of it. Let's try and run it and see what happens. And build succeeded, always a good sign. Have our row. Let's do add. Put. Oh, look. Now when you click away from the screen, the keyboard goes away. Could delete those. Let's stop it. So now let's go over to the main storyboard, and I want to show you guys something. I don't know if you noticed, but this bottom one here, it actually shows a normal keyboard, and we want them to enter a date. So we actually need to change this by going to the keyboard type and doing number pad. So now they can only enter in numbers. Now let's give this app a little color. I think I'm going to do... Definitely feel free to make the design layout however you want. Yeah, I'm not liking any of these. Maybe a gray. Now let's click on our navigation bar and change the style to black. Actually, I'm going to do black transparent. I think that's cooler. I actually like this black. Text field looks good. Submit button. Let's make it a little bigger. Size it out a little more. Cool. And you can change the shadow color. I'm going to do white. That actually looks really bad. Green, you can't really tell. Now we could change a few settings of our table view here. I'm going to change the background here. You could use all these different colors. And I think I'm going to do a recently used. So change the color of the text to white. And let's change our status bar to black translucent. And let's run it. See how it's looking. There we go. Add. Some gibberish. We got our number pad working. Submit. So you can see that it didn't change the actual background of the cell. You have to do that in code. But that's for a later date. Congratulations on completing the infamous To Do app. I'll see you next time when we're going to work on a better weather app.